A young game developer named Marcus Persson sat alone in his small room, surrounded by the glow of his computer screens. The walls were adorned with posters of his favorite games, each one a reminder of the adventures they held. Marcus was a dreamer. Night after night, he poured his heart into his work, fueled by a burning desire to create something incredible. He wanted to build a game that could transport players to a new world, a place where they could explore, build, and let their imaginations run wild. With every stroke of his pen, he envisioned vast landscapes filled with rolling hills, towering mountains, and endless forests. He dreamed of crafting a universe where players could dig deep into the earth, discovering treasures hidden beneath layers of stone. But as the hours turned into days and the days into weeks, Marcus faced challenges. The code was tricky, and the graphics never seemed to match the vision in his mind. Frustration crept in, but so did determination. He knew that greatness often came with struggle. He believed that within the heart of every game lay the potential to spark joy and connection. What if he could create a space where friends could gather, where they could build dreams together? And so, with unwavering resolve, he began to code. Each line was like a brick in a grand castle, each function a door to new possibilities. Little did he know, the journey ahead would be filled with unexpected twists, hidden secrets, and a world that would soon come alive. In that moment, as pixels formed into shapes, Marcus took his first steps into the world. He was about to create something that could capture the hearts of many, a universe waiting to be explored. But little did he know, this journey would lead him into a world filled with unexpected twists and turns. As Marcus watched the first blocky landscapes take shape on his screen, excitement bubbled within him. The simple cubes transformed into hills and valleys, and he could almost feel the texture of the virtual earth beneath his fingertips. Each new feature he added felt like a step deeper into a vast, unexplored wilderness. Trees sprang up, rivers flowed, and the sun rose and set, creating a rhythm to this new world. Marcus felt alive. His imagination ignited. But as the days turned into nights, the nights turned back into days. Something strange began to happen. Creatures, once just a line of code, seemed to take on a life of their own. The sheep grazed peacefully, the cows mooed softly, but lurking beneath the surface were the shadows of something darker. Zombies shuffled through the night, their haunting moans echoing in silence. Skeletons stood ready to unleash their arrows, and strange figures with long limbs lurked in the dark corners of the game. These unexpected twists sent shivers down Marcus's spine. What had he created? Was this truly a game? Or had he opened a doorway to something much more mysterious? As he continued to code, the lines between creation and chaos began to blur. The excitement of building was now tinged with an unsettling feeling of dread. He turned to the internet community for help and inspiration. As players began to test his creation, they uncovered hidden secrets and dangers. They ventured into caves, facing the fearsome mobs that Marcus had never intended. Each player's story added layers to the game's lore, and each discovery sparked new questions. What lay beneath the surface? What other creatures were waiting to be discovered? Marcus realized that he was not just a creator. He had become a part of a larger mystery. With every twist and turn, his initial vision transformed into something unexpected and extraordinary. What started as a simple dream of creation had blossomed into a thrilling adventure, where every player could forge their own path in a world filled with both beauty and danger. At first, it was just a simple game, a blocky landscape where players could gather resources and build to their heart's content. Marcus imagined players exploring vast fields, chopping down trees, and mining for precious gems deep underground. The world felt welcoming, a canvas for creativity where anything was possible. Players came together, sharing their creations and forming communities. They built towering castles, cozy cottages, and sprawling farms. Laughter echoed through the virtual land, and for a moment, it seemed like the perfect place to escape reality. But as Marcus continued to expand the game, strange things began to happen. Unexplainable glitches appeared. Blocks flickered, landscapes warped, and peculiar creatures roamed the night. It was as if the game had taken on a life of its own, revealing secrets Marcus never intended to unlock. One night, as Marcus was refining the code, a chilling sound echoed through his speakers. A low, haunting growl that made his skin crawl. He looked up, his heart racing, unsure what he would find. Curiosity pulled him closer to the screen. Players began reporting sightings of strange new creatures. Dark figures lurking in the shadows of caves, their eyes glowing, watching from the depths. Whispers of these entities spread like wildfire through the community, and soon players were both terrified and intrigued. With each update, the game morphed. Marcus introduced new features, thinking he was enchanting the experience, but the creatures grew more formidable. Players stumbled upon dungeons filled with traps and treasures, but also the haunting specters of skeletons and the relentless pursuit of zombies. What had begun as a peaceful adventure became a thrilling battle for survival. Marcus watched in awe as players banded together, crafting weapons and devising strategies to confront the unexpected horrors that emerged from his creation. He felt a pang of responsibility. This was not just a game anymore. It had transformed into a living world with its own mysteries and challenges. The thrill of creativity was now intertwined with the fear of the unknown. Determined to uncover the source of these strange happenings, Marcus delved deeper into his code. What secrets lay beneath the surface? What would he discover if he continued to push the boundaries of his creation? Bizarre creatures appeared in his code, lurking in the shadows. The zombies, the skeletons, and those creepy Endermen, they all had a story to tell, one that was not meant to be uncovered. The zombies, with their tattered clothes and vacant stares, shuffled aimlessly as if drawn by a dark force. The skeletons, armed with bows and arrows, stood ready to strike, their bones clicking ominously in the night. And then there were the creepy Endermen, tall and slender, their purple eyes glowing like lanterns in the dark. Each of these creatures held a story, one woven into the fabric of the game itself. Stories of loss, of longing, and of the darkness that linger beneath the surface. But these tales were not meant to be uncovered. They were whispers from a long-forgotten realm, echoing through the code like a warning. Marcus leaned closer, his heart pounding as he scrolled through the endless lines of code. How had these creatures come to life? What had started as a playful creation had spiraled into something much more complex, and the thrill of discovery was mixed with an unsettled feeling of dread. But as he continued to code, the atmosphere shifted. The shadows grew longer and the night darker, and the creatures began to take on a life of their own. Each night, as players ventured into dark corners of the game, they encountered these strange beings, unaware of the stories they carried. The players fought valiantly against the zombies, narrowly escaping their grasp. They navigated through dungeons filled with skeleton archers, adrenaline pumping as they dodged arrows. And when they encountered an Enderman, they felt a chill run down their spine, knowing that looking directly into those haunting eyes could mean certain doom. The players shared tales of their adventures, their voices tinged with excitement and fear. They formed alliances, strategizing together to conquer the creatures that had emerged from Marcus's imagination. Yet, with every victory, they were left with more questions. Who were these creatures really? What had they lost to become what they were? As he sat in his room, staring at the chaotic blend of pixels and code, Marcus felt the weight of his creation pressing down on him. He had opened a door to a world filled with beauty and wonder, but he had also unleashed a darkness that could not easily be tamed. What lay ahead was uncertain. Would the players uncover the secrets of these creatures, or would they fall victim to the very shadows Marcus had unintentionally cast? Marcus felt a chill down his spine. Were these creatures just lines of code, or were they something more? As night fell, he found himself unable to stop working. He was drawn deeper into this pixelated mystery. He had created a world, but now it felt as if the world was beginning to create him. As night fell outside his window, the darkness seemed to seep into his room. The sounds of the night blended with the clicks of his keyboard, each keystroke resonating with an unsettling rhythm. He was drawn deeper into this pixelated mystery, as if the game itself was whispering to him, urging him to uncover its secrets. Surrounded by notes and sketches, Marcus immersed himself in his work. Ideas flowed like a rushing river. New creatures, landscapes, and mechanics danced in his mind. Yet, with each new idea, he felt the weight of something greater pressing down on him. The creatures were not merely obstacles, they were enigmatic creatures, each holding a fragment of a deeper story. In the early days, his sketches had been filled with whimsy. He envisioned playful mobs that would frolic in the fields, but as he revisited those drawings, darker themes began to emerge. The zombies' hollow eyes, the skeletons' grinning skulls, and the eerie, silent Enderman hinted at something lost, something haunting. He couldn't shake the feeling that these creatures were reflections of fears and memories buried deep within himself. What did they represent? What stories were waiting to be told? As the hours passed, he became a prisoner of his own creation, consumed by the urge to unlock the mysteries that lay ahead. The game's challenges beckoned him, each line of code weaving a narrative he had yet to fully understand. Marcus was torn between fascination and fear. He felt as though he was playing a dangerous game, not just with the code, but with something much more profound. Would he be able to control what he had unleashed? Or was he merely a spectator in a tale that was unfolding beyond his grasp? As he typed, the creatures began to stir, their movements unpredictable and wild. Each update brought new surprises, but also a growing sense of foreboding. The night deepened, and with it came the realization that he was on the brink of something extraordinary, and perhaps perilous. He called it Minecraft, a name that echoed like a whisper in the night. But with each block he placed, the world grew darker and more complex. It felt fitting, a blend of creation and adventure, of digging deep and building high. With each keystroke, he could feel the weight of the name, a promise of the journey that lay ahead. At first, the name sparked with potential. It symbolized freedom, a vast canvas where players could express themselves and explore endless possibilities. But as Marcus began to flesh out the world, something unexpected began to happen. With each block he placed, the world grew darker and more complex. Every time he thought he had built something magnificent, a new glitch would emerge, casting doubt on his creation. The creatures he had designed began to behave in ways he hadn't anticipated. Their actions hinted at the darkness he had unwittingly invited into his world. But with each challenge came moments of exhilaration. As he solved problems and refined the mechanics, Marcus felt a rush of excitement. He was building a living world, and the complexity only fueled his passion. Each block added depth to the landscape, each creature brought a layer of mystery. He found joy in the intricate dance of creation, but also a creeping unease. The deeper he delved, the more he realized that this world was evolving beyond his control. The simple landscapes he had envisioned began to twist and turn, revealing hidden caves and foreboding forests. The once vibrant fields took a sinister edge as shadows grew longer and the sun dipped beneath the pixelated hills. The sounds of distant growls and whispers filled the air, hinting at secrets waiting to be uncovered. As the night wore on, he understood that he was standing on the precipice of something grand and frightening. What had begun as a simple dream of creation was morphing into the labyrinth of challenges and enigmas. Would he be able to navigate this new terrain, or would he be lost to the very world that he had built? Soon, he realized he wasn't alone. A community began to form, players from all over the world, eager to join his adventure. They shared their stories, their fears, and their triumphs. Soon, Marcus realized he wasn't alone in this vast digital landscape. A vibrant community began to form. They discovered his game, drawn in by its unique charm and endless possibilities. From bustling cities to quiet countryside, gamers logged in. Their avatars stepped into a world rich with opportunity. They shared their first experiences, their voices echoing through chat rooms, filled with laughter and excitement as they recounted their adventures. They showcased their creations, majestic castles, intricate redstone contraptions, and sprawling farms. Each screenshot was a testament to their creation, a piece of their journey etched into the fabric of Minecraft. The game was no longer just Marcus's. It had become a shared experience, a tapestry woven with countless threads. In these online spaces, they formed friendships and alliances, sharing stories of triumph and disaster. They recounted tales of battling fierce mobs under a starlit sky, of narrow escapes from the depths of dark caves, and of collaborative building projects that turned dreams into reality. Players shared tips and tricks, helping each other navigate the complexities of the game. They posted tutorials, organized events, and even created competitions to showcase their skills. Marcus watched in awe as his creation fostered a sense of community that transcended borders. As he read their stories, Marcus felt a deep sense of fulfillment. This wasn't just a game. It was a space where people could connect, collaborate, and express themselves. They poured their hearts into the world he had built, each player adding their own unique touch. Some players even began to stream their gameplay, inviting others to join them in their journeys. The excitement was contagious, and soon the community grew exponentially. Marcus saw his little dream blossom into a thriving ecosystem, alive with creativity and camaraderie. But with this growth came responsibility. Players shared their fears, stories of lost adventures and encounters with terrifying mobs. Marcus felt the weight of their trust. They were exploring a world that was sometimes dark and unpredictable, and he wanted to ensure it remained a safe haven for all. With every update, he aimed to enhance their experience, to protect this community that had embraced his creation. Marcus understood that he was a caretaker of this world, a guide through the adventures and challenges that lay ahead. But lurking behind the excitement was a question. What if the game had a mind of its own? What if it could change? What if it could change in ways he never intended, shaping itself around the player's experiences? He pondered the implications of his creation. The community thrived, players shared their joys and achievements, but beneath the vibrant surface, an unsettling thought gnawed at him. Could the game evolve beyond his control? Could it twist into something he had never envisioned? As he coded, he noticed subtle changes, glitches that seemed to defy explanation, creatures behaving unpredictably, landscapes warping in ways that felt almost alive. It was as if the game was responding to the player's fears and desires, reshaping itself in real time. Just then, a sudden loud sound echoed in his speakers, jolting him from his thoughts. The noise reverberated through the quiet room, a deep rumble that sent a shiver down his spine. Heart racing, he looked up, startled, his mind racing with possibilities. Was it just a glitch, or was it all a sign? The sound felt ominous, as if the very code of the game was alive, whispering secrets he wasn't meant to hear. On his screen, he watched in disbelief as mobs moved in erratic patterns, their unusual behaviors replaced by something unpredictable. The ground trembled beneath their feet, and the vibrant colors of the landscape shifted to darker hues, mirroring the unease settling in his chest. He shook his head, trying to dismiss the feeling. Perhaps it was just a figment of his imagination, a product of fatigue and the long hours he had spent coding. Yet, deep down, he couldn't shake the sensation that something more profound was at play. What if the game was becoming a reflection of the players' emotions, their fears woven into the very fabric? The thought sent a chill through him. If that were true, what kind of world was he truly creating? He knew he had to confront this mystery. If the game was evolving, he needed to understand how and why. With a renewed sense of purpose, Marcus prepared to dive back into the code, ready to uncover the truth lurking beneath the surface. As updates rolled out, the game transformed. New worlds opened, with mysteries waiting to be solved. Players found hidden dungeons, treasures, and unexpected dangers. The thrill of discovery was palpable as they uncovered rare artifacts, enchanted weapons, and resources that would aid them in their adventures. "Look over here," one player exclaimed, pointing to a narrow passageway adorned with glowing crystals. The group gathered, their eyes wide with wonder as they prepared to delve deeper into the unknown. Each player brought their unique skills to the table, strategizing together in hushed tones as they plotted their next move. But with each treasure uncovered, there came unexpected dangers. As they ventured deeper into the shadows, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew thick with tension, and the distant sounds of growls echoed ominously off the walls. In the dim glow of their torches, players caught glimpses of lurking threats. Creatures watching from the darkness, their eyes glinting like shards of glass. Zombies emerged from the shadows, their raspy moans sending shivers down spines, while skeletons rattled their bones, ready to unleash a barrage of arrows. With courage, they fought back, hearts pounding as they swung their swords and fired arrows, relying on teamwork and quick reflexes. Each encounter felt like a test, a challenge that pushed them to their limits. The thrill of battle mixed with the fear of failure created a sense of camaraderie that bound them together. Yet amidst the chaos, triumphs awaited. One player stumbled upon a treasure chest hidden behind a waterfall, filled with gold and enchanted items that glittered like stars. Excitement erupted as they shared their discovery with the group, celebrating their hard-earned victory. From his room, Marcus watched in awe as players shared their experiences. He felt pride swell within him, but also a nagging concern. The game was evolving, becoming more challenging and unpredictable, and he couldn't help but wonder if he was truly prepared for what lay ahead. What if these updates unleashed more than just excitement? What if they unearthed fears and challenges that players weren't ready to face? As he delved deeper into the game's mechanics, he knew that he had to tread carefully. Each decision could shape the world and the experiences of the players forever. Each night, they faced new challenges, fighting against darkness. But the real thrill? The thrill of discovery? The thrill of the unknown? And the bond formed in the face of danger. With each sunset, a veil of mystery descended, bringing with it creatures that lurked into the shadows, waiting for the brave or the foolish to venture too far. But the real thrill? It wasn't just the battles fought under the pale moonlight. It was the thrill of discovery. Every expedition promised new secrets waiting to be uncovered. Each cave explored, each dungeon conquered, filled them with a sense of wonder and excitement that kept them coming back for more. As they journeyed through lush forests and desolate deserts, players stumbled upon hidden pathways and ancient ruins, remnants of a time long past. They uncovered forgotten lore and mysterious artifacts, piecing together the stories of the world they had inhabited. With each find, their hearts raced, not just from the thrill of the treasure, but from the stories these places held. They shared these moments, their laughter echoing through the virtual landscape as they marveled at their discoveries together. In the light of the day, they built, creating elaborate structures that reflected their collective imagination. They collaborated on grand projects, from sprawling cities to towering fortresses, each block a testament to their teamwork and creativity. Their laughter filled the air as they worked side by side, sharing ideas and inspiration. But amidst the joy, danger was always a heartbeat away. Just beyond the light of their torches, shadows loomed, whispering of the threats that lay in wait. A flicker of movement caught a player's eye, a dark silhouette slipping behind a tree, reminding them that in this world, the unknown was ever present. As they turned to each other, the laughter faded, replaced by a tension that thickened the air. The thrill of discovery morphed into the pulse of anxiety, a reminder that every adventure came with risks. They understood that the bonds that they formed were forged not only through shared triumphs, but also in the face of fear. Marcus watched, a creepy smile on his face, as he saw the friendships blossoming among players. He felt a sense of pride, knowing his creation was more than just a game. It was a community where people came together, facing challenges hand in hand. Yet he couldn't shake the feeling that with each update and each new challenge, he was also navigating uncharted territory. What lay ahead for these adventurers? Would their bonds withstand the trials yet to come? And as the night deepened, Marcus felt the weight of his responsibility growing. A silent vow formed in his heart to protect this community he had nurtured. Marcus watched as his creation brought people together, yet he couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching. Was it a game, or was it more? Marcus watched in awe as his creation brought people together from all walks of life. Their laughter echoed through the virtual realms, friendships blossoming in the shared excitement of exploration and adventure. Friends formed alliances, built thriving communities, and crafted stories that would be told for generations. It was a beautiful sight, a testament to the power of creativity and collaboration. Yet, amid the camaraderie, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching. A cold shiver danced down his spine as he glanced at the flickering shadows in his room, momentarily distracted from the joy unfolding on his screen. Was it just a game, or was it something more? As players dove deeper into the pixelated wilderness, facing off against the shadows that lurked around every corner, Marcus felt a growing sense of unease. The creatures they encountered weren't merely programmed entities, they had taken on a life of their own, as if they were responding to emotions of the players. The music swelled, a haunting melody that echoed the tension building within him. Shadows danced across the screen, twisting and writhing as if they were alive. Every flicker seemed to hint at something lurking just beyond the light, a presence that eluded definition yet felt undeniably real. Marcus leaned back, grappling with the implications of his creation. What had begun as a playful endeavor had morphed into something complex and multifaceted. Was he merely a creator, or had he unwittingly become a guardian of a world, tethering to the brink of something unknown? As players navigated the dark woods, their torches flickering like stars against the encroaching darkness, they sensed the shift in atmosphere. Whispers filled the air, echoing through the trees, a reminder that danger was ever present. They exchanged nervous glances, their previous laughter replaced by hushed tones and cautious footsteps. Feeling the weight of responsibility, Marcus knew he had to confront this unsettling sensation. The game had become a living entity, reflecting not just the creativity of its players, but perhaps their fear as well. If something was watching, he needed to understand what it wanted, and how it could shape the very world he had created. With a newfound sense of urgency, Marcus dove back into his code, seeking answers hidden within the intricate layers of his creation. What secrets lay buried in the game's architecture? And could he uncover the source of this looming presence before it affected the players he had come to cherish? With every block placed and every monster slain, the line between reality and imagination blurred. In the world of Minecraft, anything was possible, but at what cost? Players crafted entire worlds, erecting magnificent structures and forging their destinies, but each triumph came with a hidden price. In the heat of battle, as they faced down zombies, skeletons, and the fearsome Ender Dragon, the adrenaline surged. They felt invincible, united against a common foe. Yet in the quiet moments between chaos, they began to realize something deeper was at play. The more they immersed themselves in this pixelated universe, the more the boundaries of their own lives began to fade. In the world of Minecraft, anything was possible. Players could become architects, explorers, and heroes, shaping their surroundings with a few simple clicks. They reveled in their creativity, transforming vast landscapes into personal masterpieces. But as their realities intertwined with their creations, questions began to emerge. At what costs were these adventures won? The thrill of discovery and creation was intoxicating. Late nights turned into early mornings as they lost track of time, engrossed in quests and challenges that felt more real than the world outside. Friendships flourished, but so did the risks. What was sacrificed in the name of adventure? Sleep? Relationships? A sense of self? Marcus pondered these implications. Feeling the weight of his creation, he wanted to provide a space of joy and creativity, but he also recognized the shadows lurking beneath the surface. The allure of the game could lead players to lose themselves, caught in an endless cycle of exploration and achievement. As he gazed out into the pixelated sunset, the colors reminiscent of those in the game, Marcus felt a bittersweet longing. This sunset was beautiful, but also served as a reminder of the worlds he had crafted and lived intertwined within them. The beauty of the game was undeniable, yet it held a mirror to the real world, revealing both its wonders and its dangers. He understood that with great power came great responsibility. In that moment, Marcus vowed to guide his creation thoughtfully, to nurture the community that had blossomed around it. He would strive to ensure that as players ventured into the realms of imagination, they would also remember to cherish the world outside, keeping the balance between reality and fantasy. For in the end, Minecraft was more than just a game. It was a place where dreams took shape. Friendships were forged, and the lines between reality and imagination danced in the twilight. And so, the legend of Minecraft began, a tale of creativity, adventure, and a mystery that would captivate millions. But remember, as you enter this world, always be aware of the shadows. From the simplest block to the most intricate structure, each player added their own chapter to this ever-evolving story. With each keystroke and every shared experience, they forged a community united by imagination. They built cities, explored caverns, and faced challenges together, their bonds growing together stronger as they navigated the wonders and dangers of this pixelated realm. Adventures awaited at every turn, from battling fearsome mobs to uncovering hidden treasures. The thrill of discovery echoed through their hearts, urging them onward, pushing them to explore the depths of their creativity and courage. But amid the excitement, there lay an undercurrent of mystery. The world was alive, pulsating with secrets and shadows that whispered of things unseen. Each night, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the air thickened with possibilities and dangers. As you step into this vibrant universe, dear player, remember, not all that lurks in the darkness is easily defeated. There are whispers in the wind and shadows that skulk at the edges of your vision. With every adventure, heed the call of caution. Trust in your creativity, rely on your friends, but always be aware of the shadows that follow, for they are part of this world as much as the light. Embrace the journey, for it is filled with endless possibilities and untold stories waiting to be crafted. The legend continues to grow, and your role in it is just beginning. So grab your pickaxe, gather your friends, and embark on this grand adventure. Welcome to Minecraft, where the only limits are those in your imagination. For in the depths of creation, secrets may be lurking, waiting for you to discover. Each biome holds its own mysteries, every cave its hidden treasures, inviting players to dig deeper and explore further. What lies beneath the surface? Ancient ruins, lost temples, and untold riches await those brave enough to seek them out. But be beware, for these hidden places often guard their secrets fiercely. As you navigate through the shadows, be prepared for challenges that test your wit and courage. Each corner turned could lead to a fearsome creature or an unexpected trap designed to protect the treasures within. In these moments of tension, bonds are formed. The thrill of survival and discovery ignites a spirit of adventure that brings players together, united by the quest of knowledge and glory. And just when you think you've seen it all, new updates arrive, expanding the horizon of possibility. New biomes emerge, filled with their own unique challenges and secrets waiting to be uncovered. So keep your eyes wide and your hearts open, for the world of Minecraft is alive with possibilities.